My reading for you for the week ahead. The focus for the week ahead is the Five of Swords, which classically is arguments, disagreements, slander. Not the happiest of cards. But there is advice and message in every card. And with a tarot reading, rather than looking at the card and going, oh God, arguments, the key is to look at the card and say, okay, arguments. How am I going to best deal with that? And the key with the Five of Swords is that this guy has got all the swords. And yet he is not wounded, he is not bleeding, he is not lying on the ground. The swords represent words, and other people's words only hurt you when you let them. So if you are involved in arguments this week, whether that's with family or relations or on Facebook, if someone says something and your instant reaction is to bite back, just pause and try and work out why. Because usually when you bite back at someone, I'm afraid it says more about yourself and your own insecurities and weaknesses and shadow and things that you don't like about yourself than it says about the other person. So be very mindful this week of when other people rile you and what the real reason that you're riled is. So looking for advice for the week ahead, we have the King of Pentacles. Very fond of the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is enjoyment. I mean, just look at him. He enjoys life. This is the card of taking the time to enjoy those little moments which can so easily be rushed. If you're out for a walk, to post a letter or go to a bus stop or wherever you may be going, actually pause, look at the sky, look at the leaves, look at the trees, just pause and look around you. If you're cooking, instead of just rushing through it at all the speed, stop and enjoy it. The King of Pentacles is the card of stopping, pausing and enjoying life. And the last card is Justice. It feels quite difficult at the moment. It feels like there's a lot of very powerful, negative political issues going on in just about every corner of the globe, really, if you can have corners on a globe. Justice is a reminder, and I'm going to have to try and find the quote and tag it on because I can't remember it off by hand, but there is a quote, I think, in The Lord of the Rings, about how it is not the big people that make the difference, it's the little people. And I think this is true. It's very easy to think there is nothing I can do to influence global events, whether for you that is politics or animal welfare or environmental issues, whatever it is in the world stage that is worrying you. My advice from the cards is to try and take small steps, just tiny steps, to make a difference. With Justice, see how the little white slipper is peeking out? You may think that Justice just sits there, but she doesn't. Justice, in this deck, in this card, gets up when called to make a difference. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by world events, whatever that means to you, try and make a difference. Okay? Don't become petrified through inaction. Stand up, do whatever you can, however small that may seem, and be part of the difference.